Joy 99.7 FM.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm literally out of breath, taking all of this in at the moment. So, welcome to the Late Night Express. It's 11 minutes past 10, and this is Kofi Lane, your classic man. Wow. So, we've just been listening to Hollow Spaces by none other but our own, a diamond in the rough, Adoma. So, Adoma, welcome to the Late Night Express.
Thank you for having me, Kofi.
I'm so excited you're here.
Yeah, me
because
too.
I've seen you perform before, but I've never actually spoken.
Yeah.
So today we're going to speak a lot.
Yep.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh yes. We'll sing too when we get the chance, right? It's not just
Sure.
about talking.
Sure.
So that was Hollow Spaces, what we just listened to, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. We'll cover your bio a little bit shortly because I want everybody to know who you are. But I just want to talk about the song. It just kept going and going, and it almost like it was looking to reach, what do you call them, a crescendo?
Yeah.
Just that
Then it
top.
started, yeah.
And it felt very theatrical, and it seemed like it was something that I could be in an auditorium watching an opera or something. That's how it felt.
That's the deal.
Is there an opportunity to perform this on stage as an opera piece or theatre?
I would love to, because the only times I've been able to, I only had like a 4-piece band.
Okay.
But I would definitely want to have the whole orchestra.
Bring it on. I think it's coming soon.
Definitely,
Okay.
I'm
So who is Adoma?
For those who don't know, Adoma is an Afro jazz singer, but Adoma the person is just a very simple, happy-go-lucky, down-to-earth, fun person to hang around and to be.
She certainly is.
Yes.
We met earlier and spoke before we came here, and you're just like down to earth, relaxed, and just cool, chill.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Adoma, you obviously look amazing.
Thank you.
Some effort has gone into your appearance.
Thank you.
I'm sure you don't mind me complimenting you. I love people who make an effort with their appearance. So well done, you. So those who want to see what you look like can refer to our Facebook live stream on Joy FM, and you can see Adoma and myself, obviously, during this interview while we go through who she is, what she stands for, what she's achieved so far, and where she's going in the future. So, I'm going to read a little piece here, which is very artistically written, by the way. I don't know who wrote it, but I've got to say, you've got some very, very impressive
Writers.
or people working for you, for that matter. Okay. The Ghanaian Nigerian Joy Oninye Chuku, did I pronounce that correctly?
You tried.
Adoma Sewa Ajiman. Stage name Adoma is a young, positive and passionate, multi-talented singer, actress, and model. She's bringing a refreshing new surge of unique artistry to the world of Ghanaian music with her personal style, an exclusive melange of jazz, soul, highlife and Afrobeat, which she terms Afro jazz, with a voice that may sound sweet and light, but has the ability to reach into the depths of a listener's soul. Wow. Who wrote
Big
this?
shouts to my first manager, Joseph Akwesi. Yeah,
Joseph Akwesi wrote that?
Yeah, he
That's poetry. it's prose and poetry. Everything you want to think about good writing is in here. So interesting. Let's look at your style of music.
Sure.
We were saying that what we just listened to was very theatrical, something you want to see on stage.
Yes.
But there is something we'll be talking about later in terms of that diversity of your music and your abilities.
Yes.
But interestingly, you've got Nigerian in your blood.
Yes. Nigeria girl.
So let me ask you a very typical controversial question.
Oh my goodness, Jolo.
Nigerian or Ghana Jolo?
To be very honest, Ghana Jolo.
Yes!
I'm not even saying it because I'm in Ghana.
Hey, so who's Nigerian? Mom or dad? Mom.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you?
Like, the Nigerian, it's not like it's not nice. It's just there's something
magical
something
in the
missing.
Ghana jollof.
Yeah, it's just it lacks that something. But it's still nice.
It's still nice.
After eating Ghana jollof, like hands down. Like I'm sorry to all my Nigerian sisters and brothers and family. I'm very sorry that it's Ghana jollof. The Nigerians who know like the truth and are open about it, they will tell you. It's just
Well, I've tasted both, and I'm
Yeah.
also Ghana jollof.
it just is.
Any
Fine.
day. Okay, so now we've established that you prefer
Ghana jollof.
Ghana jollof to Nigerian jollof. How would you describe your personal style of music?
Okay, I listened to a lot of like vintage music growing up. So I listened to a lot of jazz, a lot of soul, a lot of blues, old people music at such a young age. So when it came down to like making music, that's what I do. But then I also wanted to merge that with the fact that I'm also African and I'm Ghanaian. So it's that union.
Afro soul,
Yeah, Afro soul, Afro
vibe,
jazz,
Afro
I like
jazz.
that. And
okay.
I love Afro beats as
Okay.
well and high life. So there's that blend.
There is that blend.
Yeah.
Okay. We saw that in Adoma
Yes.
as well. Okay. So I've got to ask, what is your perspective on maybe the current Ghanaian music industry?
I think we're trying.
We're trying.
We can do better, but for where we are, I think we're doing a good job.
How's your journey been like so far? Hard work?
My goodness.
Oh my God, that was a very genuine response.
My goodness.
So that
been
you've had a
quite
tough
a
time
journey.
in this industry?
It's been a roller coaster ride.
Oh wow.
It's been up, it's been down, it's been
The down stays there a bit too long.
yeah.
We need it
For
to be
something-
more like up,
But it's,
down,
it's
up,
yeah.
up, right?
Like up, don't
Yeah,
even come
it
down
needs to stay
again.
up
Like,
there.
Let's just keep
So
going.
it's really tough, right?
It's I wouldn't say tough. I'd say challenging. Yeah, tough means I can't.
You can't
do
handle
it.
it.
I can't
Yeah,
handle
yeah.
it, and I can.
Yeah.
But sometimes just stuff gets a little overwhelming. But then you figure out how to.
To get around
Yeah,
it.
get around
Everything, and there's nothing like
And
an
that's life
obstacle.
anyways.
Everything is a
Yeah,
challenge,
true.
right?
True.
And as I've heard it said before that the climb is actually the journey.
Yeah.
So let's appreciate where we are
Everything.
now,
Yes,
always,
Yes.
right?
What doesn't kill you?
Makes you stronger.
Yep.
You're speaking my language. Okay. So we want to listen to another song of yours.
Okay.
And before I do, I want you to tell me a little bit about it. This one is called What Lovers Do.
Aw.
Yes,
this song.
you do. Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, so this song was written for me by produced by P Whistle and then my in-house producer, both of them.
P. Whistle
work
has been
together.
busy. His name comes up a lot.
Yeah, P Whistle and Renos the Gentleman, and then
Okay.
it was written for me by Biko Music and Kojo Q.
Okay.
First time I heard it, in fact, when they were working on it, apparently they had me in mind.
Oh wow.
So, and I heard it the first time, I fell in love with it. I just put my spin on it
Okay.
a little bit, but yeah.
Oh wow. So you've worked with
But it's
Kojo Q too?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a close friend.
Yeah.
Biko, GIG.
GIG people.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's listen to this next track from Adoma called What Lovers Do.
We fight, we hit, we cuss, and then make up again. You say I'm this, you say you're that, and we get back again. You ask me if I wanna leave, 'cause we always stay fight. It may be true, but that's what lovers do. You text me in the morning where I reply late at night. You say I did some guy in there, but you know that's a lie. This music stuff where I do it all for you, you know it's true. And that's what lovers do. 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 You say this music no good pay, I need a 9 to 5. You say don't want to tell me, say it's good damn all day life. But this music got it to you, know the vibes upon me, boo. 'Cause that's what lovers do. When I invite you to the shows, you know they come, but you say, you know be you do, you name your fam. But I will always have your back no matter what you put me through. That's what love is
myself say, this music I they do no be healthy. Cause lately I did lose friends. And my girl says she can't deal with things other girls will say about me. So she doubts me. But when it comes to explanations, I'm just lousy. So when she's mad, I'm cool. I did vibe cause
That's what lovers do.
I guess it comes with the territory. Actions speak loud and talk is very cheap. It's hard to find a real one who can cherish me. So fixing what I have with you is everything. Yeah. I can assure you though, my love for you is plain, no be Morse code. Sick of you, I will play all the small shows. So when I go, I'll be right back before you know.
Keep that frequency clear.
Yeah. That's what lovers do.
It's my jam, it's my jam.
Keep that frequency clear.
99.7. Easy, easy, easy. Yeah, yeah. Ow. Ow. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. For a road, where they walk or they for ride. You go feel stop, say hi. Gives me what's up, how far? Tell me how far. Cause I no get no worries, okay. Make you day like me, just
keep that frequency clear.
9.7. So I beg you, make we come on life. We're so big. I go dance for street. If you come with me, forget those shoes. Baby, we got me. Who cares if they see, just dance to the beat. Go to sack. Come join me, dance for a top, fuck us traffic. Cause life is too short, make we take them easy, easy.
As you did listen me for your radio inside, I want make you move to the beat, make I buy you story right.
This Saturday as I get up, you first see I go base
Ah. What was that last bit of giggle and talk at the end?
They like doing that in the studio. When I finished recording, I was like, yeah, and then I don't know why my producer decided to. Reynolds. I don't know why he decided to put that part in. Just maybe to just show we're having fun in the studio, because we were having fun when we were recording it.
So before you tell us about these two tracks, let me just tell our listeners who are just tuning in that you're tuning in to Joy 99.7 FM. And today, yes, on the Late Night Express, I'm spending some time with Adoma. Yes, Adoma. Yes, a beautiful silky voice, and her music is actually described as Afro soul, Afro jazz, somewhere mixture in between the two. She's also half Ghanaian, half Nigerian, and she prefers jollof from Ghana. Yes, you heard me right. She prefers jollof from Ghana. Very beautiful voice. So, before we went off, me talking a little bit, we're talking a little bit about you, Adoma, and those two last tracks that we listened to. Sure. Tell us about them. Should we start with Traffic Jam?
Traffic Jam, yes.
I'm going to be honest, I think that's my favorite.
Oh, you have a new favorite soon.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's keep going.
So. Yeah, but Traffic Jam, honestly, it was conceptualized when I was in a trotro sometime from work. Then I used to and I think I was doing my national service or so.
Okay.
And I was coming back from work and I was stuck in the trotro and the traffic, my goodness, the traffic in Accra. And I just one of those times where you're tired and and so basically I got the concept from...
The concept of the song is from a trotro.
Yeah, it was from a trotro.
Let me listen to a few seconds of it and see something.
Easy, easy, easy.
I'm trying to figure out that boom, 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 boom. How does that come from a trotro?
No, not the music per se, but then the idea to
the concept.
work, to work
I
on
see.
the song. Yeah.
It's a very... I think I really like this.
Thank you.
I think it's more the bass line.
Yeah.
Let's listen to it again.
Oh yeah, Yenko. Live baby.
Well, okay. So that's where the Traffic Jam concept came from.
Yes.
And then the other one?
Which one was the other one?
We just played...
What?
I'll tell you in a second.
Hollow Stacy?
No, What Lovers Do. I think that's What Lovers Do was the one before. Yeah. This is my favorite one though, Traffic Jam. So What Lovers Do, where did that come from?
Yeah, I think that's the one I said was written for me by Q.
Q,
yeah.
So he okay, so that brings me to an interesting question.
Yeah.
How do you write your own music?
Yes.
You do?
I do.
But
Traffic
if somebody
Jam,
writes
Traffic Jam was written by myself and a friend.
Yourself and a friend.
Yeah.
Okay. And which one do you think you own more? When you write it yourself, do you feel you own it more, or when someone else writes it for you?
It depends on if I can connect with it. I think, if I can connect with it,
you can make it your own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So let's read a little bit more of this poetry that has been put in front of me.
Oh my goodness.
As more than just an entertainer, Aduma's desire to be personally touch people's lives through her music, as well as create an individualistic blend of vintage and Afro-pop culture that relates to as many people as possible. Hey, bro, free dorsal. So what, I think the vibe I'm getting from here is that you want your music to resonate with people. So do you do the music for yourself, or are you thinking what your audience may want to consume? Are you conflicted sometimes?
Sometimes, yes, but most of the time I'm just expressing what I feel. And I try as much as possible to do it in such a way that other people can either get, uplifted, or they can relate, even if it's not like really happy music. They can relate in a way that makes them feel like they're not alone.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so either way, I just want there to be a connection.
Okay. Yeah. Former VGMA unsung winner Adoma. So that's a good achievement, eh?
Yes.
Tell us a bit about it. When was that?
That was in 2016.
Okay.
Yes, 2016 was quite. I just released my very first EP, and I just the buzz from the covers and stuff was still going on. So I was very surprised that anybody would even nominate me in the first place, for me to actually win it. I was very surprised.
And you actually did win it.
Yes, I was actually honored, and thanks to Charterhouse, thanks to everybody who voted. Yeah. It was an amazing experience, and I got to perform on stage at the VGMAs. So
That's
that
a big
was-
deal.
That was amazing.
That's
yeah.
like a stamp right
That was
there. Boom. You know?
That was amazing.
In the grand scheme of
Yeah.
things, what would you say is your probably been the biggest highlight of your career?
Oh, there's been so many.
But we talked about VGMAs, but I'm sure
Yeah,
there are others.
VGMAs, there are others. Oh. Stanbic Jazz Festival.
Oh,
Yeah, I got
okay.
to perform. Initially, I got to perform at the foyer because they
Okay.
have one inside, outside, and then. But the first year I went there, I was put on the foyer, but then they really liked that
Okay.
and called me to come again. And
All
this time
right,
they got me
okay.
inside, so that
Ah.
was amazing. Yeah, and sorry. Yeah. How could I forget that?
Tell
that?
us.
Yeah, there was an event. What was the name of the event? Yeah, it was some youth empowerment forum. I was so surprised and so excited. I was told by the person who contacted me that the First Lady actually specifically requested for
Ooh, the
to
First Lady
perf-
requested
the
for
second
you.
lady. The second
Lady.
lady.
It's still,
Samia.
yeah.
Yeah. I was so like, and after I finished, she came to hug me, and I was so happy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
You
that
managed to
was
hug
amazing.
the second
Yes.
lady. The
That
Ghanaian,
was amazing.
what does everybody call it? Ghana's heart.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's
That
like
was
Princess
amazing.
Diana to
Yeah.
Ghana.
that was amazing. That was
Yeah?
definitely, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
There've
Okay.
been so many.
There have been so many.
Yeah.
So you're set apparently to capture the heart once again with the release of your second ever project.
Yes.
Aduma versus Aduma.
Yes.
Eh. So your second project is your name versus your
yes,
name.
myself.
Are you fighting yourself?
I'm not
Is it me,
fighting.
myself, and I? Is it what's going on
Oh
here,
God,
please?
I'm not fighting myself. I mean, for a while, people would say I've been quiet. For a
Mm-hmm.
while, they haven't heard music in a while. But to me, I've not really been quiet because I've been working behind the scenes. Like I'm listening to. Like, I grew up listening to a lot of jazz and vintage sounds, so I wanted to expand. I'm in the music industry right now, so I can't stay enclosed to what I know. There's need for growth.
Yeah.
So I decided to take some time and just listen wide, and I realized that there are certain types of music that I may not have liked at the beginning. that I
May
do-
not have liked.
May not have liked at
Okay.
the beginning because it was new to me. But then now I realize I do.
Okay.
And so
okay.
it pushed me to want to actually, work on some
Which
of those.
obviously means that as you grow
Yeah.
with music,
Exactly.
you're finding different things about it that you
yourself that you didn't even know
okay.
that you liked. Yeah.
Mm.
So that's sort of like brought up the concept of doing the Aduma that everybody knows versus this Aduma that people are not too familiar with. I thought it would be interesting just to hear certain songs.
The
you're like,
old Aduma versus the new Aduma.
Exactly.
Who's going to win?
it's not really like a competing. It's just giving you options. Yeah, I like to
Ah.
think of myself as versatile.
So let's talk of Aduma A.
yes.
Let's pretend
Okay.
Aduma A and
Okay.
Aduma B.
Okay.
Aduma A is the first Aduma.
Yes.
Aduma B is the Aduma who's discovering something new
Yes.
and something interesting.
Yes.
Aduma A,
Yes.
what was your journey like? From the time you decided that you were going to do this, what has been it? What? Tell me a little bit about it. Like maybe the highs and lows, certainly, but more to do with where do you go? If somebody has a great voice like yours, like today, where do they go? Who do they talk to? What kind of is there some Bible somewhere they need to read that shows them how to become a musician?
I mean, definitely there are options and opportunities that give people that boost to help with their career. But for me, my story is a little different. I just happened to be surrounded by the right people at the right time.
Okay.
Because I didn't start off pursuing music. I always say I never really started off pursuing music. Music actually knocked on my door. I opened and it was like, yeah, and it's me and you.
Music knocked on
Yeah,
your door.
Music knocked on my door and
Did
said,
you always love music?
I always loved music.
But
I
you
didn't
never
expect-
went
see, I
looking
never
for it.
expected a knock.
You never expected
It was like
a knock.
a from afar. I really like you, but then I'm sitting one day and then there's a knock on the door.
I
It's
like music.
Hi, I'm music, and me and you are about to become best friends. Yeah, basically, and that's how we got. That's how we ended up here.
Music just turns up, knocks, and then you guys have best friends
we
forever.
like we're gonna have to like I've noticed you like me, so
Mm-hmm,
I realized that I should come and visit. So
So music
yeah.
came to visit
Yeah.
and has stayed.
That's like the short story of how I started.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So opportunity comes.
Yes.
And sometimes it's said opportunity knocks as well.
Yes.
So you definitely open the door.
Definitely.
And here we are.
And here we are.
You know, sitting here on Joy 99.7 FM,
Yep.
talking about so far an illustrious, you know, career.
yeah.
Even though it's fresh and new,
Yeah.
it still has potential to grow wings and fly,
Definitely.
right?
Definitely.
Okay. The first, it says here, the project promises to give old and new fans alike an experience of Adoma like they have never seen. It's available for pre-order on aftown.com. Now.
Mm-hmm.
Is it called Aftown, right?
Uptown, yes.
Aftown. Okay. So
Uptown is a streaming site.
it's a streaming site. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's good that you have it in a place where people can pay.
Yes.
And get
and
it.
Get it. Yeah.
Yes, because that's important.
And it's all here in Ghana.
It's
so
all here in Ghana.
supports the Ghanaian
Streaming services,
Exactly.
so that we can also become
Exactly,
like the rest.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Aftown, we support you. We give you more grease to your elbows,
Yes.
and keep doing what you do.
Yes.
Make sure that the musicians are enjoying the benefits. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so that's good. Let's talk about that side of the music industry. The fact that we need to make it a little bit more regularized so that those of you who are the talented ones are directly benefiting equally. It's not just managers or establishments. If you're a musician in any part of the world, most parts of the world, you are, you know, mostly comfortable in life. You know, you don't have to be worrying
Worried
about some
about, sure.
very basic needs. So, how do you think that we're going to get where we need to be? Because I've interviewed a lot of musicians, and everybody, there are challenges in the industry.
Sure.
Yeah. How do we go from where we are to where we need to be, where you guys are? Not as just superstars, but
But like we're comfortable.
comfortable
Yeah.
superstars.
I think aside from my perspective as an artist, which means working on your craft and making sure that you're improving every day, generally as a Ghanaian society, we need to support each other. You know, there's this whole thing, like, I think it's trending right now, the performance that had Ghanaians go to Nigeria, and then it's like nobody really paid attention to them. You know, that whole vibe. But if they came here, it's like, we tend to snub ours and appreciate others, and we can't grow, and you can't expect us to also grow.
That's right.
If there's that. So definitely, I think that's a place to start. There's a lot
Support
more,
our
like,
own.
yes, let's
You know,
start
you guys
there.
are the ones who are in the music industry. You're doing very well. We need to
Exactly.
buy your music. We need to play
Exactly.
it on
buy
air.
it on Aftown before
Aftown.
you buy it anywhere else.
Yep.
Exactly.
Buy it on Aftown. You know, play it at parties, play it
Yeah.
on radio, get the public interested and excited
Sure,
about it. Then you guys get opportunities to attend live performances, and the brand builds from there,
Exactly,
because
exactly.
you now have people who even want to use you as brand ambassadors,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. We will get there.
Amen.
I found this interesting track that I want us to listen to. It's Panda.
Oh goodness. Okay.
And I'll tell you why I want to listen to Panda, because, you know, we're saying Afro jazz, this one is, it's a creative piece.
Yeah.
You got to really be a creative to appreciate this one. It's
Thank you.
so let's have a little listen, and then we'll play another song, and when we come back, we'll catch up on those two tracks and have a little conversation about it. Nomusuka kra.
Adoma Yanko. Now I know every girl loves designer bags, designer shoes, designer clothes. I thought I did, cause he told me he loved me. He told me I wouldn't have to worry about anything, but then my girls just told me. He got chicks in the Delta, rolling the weekend hammer. Credit cards, scamming, full definition that bad boy. Black X6, and white X6, bandit. Lights going out like my hammer. 100 watts, 100 candles. Black X6, and white X6, handle. RBD, broken, I swollen, crying. Oolers back here with onions. Icebox, I feel like Omarion. Finally saw his true colors. It ain't black or white like a panda. panda, panda. It ain't black and white like a panda. Panda, 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 panda. Let's go again. You got tricks in the dancer. He's getting hammered. Credit cards scamming. Real definition of bad boy. Black X6. Panda. White X6. Panda. Lights going out like my hammer. 100 watts with a candle. Black X6. Panda. White X6. Panda. Heart beating. Broken. Hustling. Quiet. Oh, let's play acting with onions. I suppose I feel like a Mayan. Finally saw true colors. Sitting like a panda. Panda, panda, panda. It ain't like a panda. It ain't like a panda. So ladies, the moral of the story is that you've got designers don't mean you've got his heart. Cause soon you just might see his true colors. Cause with love, it ain't black and white like a panda. Nah, it ain't black and white like a panda. And yeah. It ain't black and white like a panda.
Keep this
Big
frequency
shouts to
clear.
Queso for this jazz trap beats, to Mikey for helping out with the lyrics, to Ground Up Studios, and to my VI family. Told you I'll do this, Cuff.
Joy
Then call.
9.7 FM.
Ground up, Charlie.
Back in the day, you used to hustle. Single mama, 5 pickings, no Mr. Muscle. You would pray for God to come down to your rescue. Brought down anything to eat, I don't mind the menu. Looking for work but no degree. Uncle go help but he no be free. Oh papa, thought you're supposed to be my father. Before long things that they go better. Blessings came to you in that letter. Your relative left a wheel of fortune. Ever since joy has been your portion. Make you never forget to say that was
Frequency clear.
See, I see, bless you. Make you never forget to say that was you. See, I see, bless you. Make you never forget to say that was you. See, I see, bless you. Make you never forget to say that was you. Over 3 years since I started singing. Quit my job and regular pay, new beginning. There are times that I have wished the money was flowing, and to make matters worse, it be like things were not moving. Second manager, sent away, heavy depression every day. Our day, oh papa, why have you forsaken your daughter? But each day things are getting better. Brand new team, the future is brighter. Counting my blessings is too hard to number. Monday to Sunday, you make a day wonder. Make you never forget to say that was you. See, I see, bless you. Make you never forget to say that was you. See, I see, bless you. Make you never forget to say that was you. See, I see, bless you. Make Bafira, la la li li la lo, la la li li la lo, Bafira, come up my eyes, see many past this one. Bafira, la la li li la lo, la la li li la lo, Bafira, I just come up my eyes, see many past this. So whoop one, yeah, my yina yeti, na na nyami nya wakando ne pepe mu. So whoop was a swap when you not to do. So my body don't lose God, Kawako yeah. Collection, Obiatuni collection, hallelujah. Collection, Obiatuni collection, Kate, Bafira, la la li li la lo, la la li li la lo, Bafira, I just come up my eyes, see many past this one. Bafira, la la li li la lo, la la li li la lo, Bafira, I just come up my eyes, see many past this, many price, many fall, many price, many down, many sacrifice, but some get on. So just kill up in a million ways. Oh, Bafira, hallelujah.
Bafira.
Oh, Bafira.
What does Bafira mean?
I know it's house, I think.
It's what?
Don't talk.
Don't talk. Ah,
Don't talk, yeah.
I see. So I shouldn't be spoiling the song.
Exactly. It shouldn't be fun.
Bafira Adonai by Adoma. Well, if you're tuned in to Joy 99.7 at the moment and you are enjoying the musical melodies that are coming through your airwaves, well, this is the Late Night Express and we have someone magical with us today who's looking amazing. You can actually see what she looks like by going on the Facebook live stream as well. Yes, it's Adoma. Yes, the Ghanaian stroke Nigerian artist, you know, but she still likes Ghana jollof better than Nigerian jollof. Yeah? And she's admitted that, by the way. And we've been talking and catching up and listening to some of her music. And so if you're only just tuning in now, we've got a few more still to come through as yet. If you have any lovely messages you want to send to us or dedications, the number is 0244 340 437. That's 0244 340 437. So those were beautiful, nice, interesting music we just listened to. I have a favorite out of the three.
Which one?
I kind of like Medasi.
Yeah, that's actually new.
Medasi
That's
is new.
Yeah, it's part of Adoma versus Adoma, the first installation, which is coming out on Saturday. So I just give you a sneak preview into what's
Now
coming.
pretend I didn't know.
Yeah.
I played it as a sandwich
Yeah.
between two songs.
I realized.
And it's interesting to make comparisons.
Yeah.
Because now let's talk of Adoma A and Adoma B. Adoma A being your previous self and Adoma B being your current self in terms of your music appreciation. And how you're giving the customers a choice.
Yeah.
The new album is called Adoma versus Adoma.
Yeah.
So now let's pick these three songs. And I want to know which one applies to Adoma A And which one is Aduma B? We already know Medase is
Aduma
B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is a difference there.
Yeah.
I felt a little bit more Afro-pop in Panda.
Yeah.
No, sorry, in
Medase,
Medase
yeah.
than I did in Panda. Panda felt very foreign.
Yeah.
A little bit foreign, not too overly foreign. But Medase was back to like roots.
Yeah.
You people were like talking, it sounds like something I've heard before.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of high life in there too,
Yeah, sure,
right?
Sure.
So, interesting comparison there.
Yeah.
You're bringing in percentage wise, Medase is more local and
Yeah, you'd say so.
in your roots
You'd
than
say so. Yeah.
Panda, right? Okay. There was a lot of talking in Panda at the end. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Something interesting to do with love.
Yes.
Like-
Panda is actually a cover
Mhm.
that I did for those who listen to hip hop and who know Designer. Designer had this Panda.
Mm.
And I heard it initially. I thought it was noise, but it's one of those things you listen to after a while and then you really, really like it. So I really, really liked it. And I decided to challenge myself and said I'll do a cover on him, which is hard because it's not really singing, he's rapping. So how'd you do a cover of a rap song? But I told my team I'll do it, and I think they doubted me. So the next time I was in the studio, I said I'll do it. And
And you did it.
and I wouldn't do it necessarily like rap, but I wanted to create a whole story around it, around the whole Panda situation, black and white, and so that came.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And Bafira
Yes.
felt like a prayer.
Yeah.
Even though it means don't talk.
Yeah.
And I decided to talk halfway through the song.
Oh.
And then the response to the question I asked was don't talk. I thought that was cool. Very funny. I'm sure the listeners were saying, Kofi, did you just like start talking halfway through the song? Well, it was towards the end anyway. So yeah, this felt more like a very prayerful sort of song. But let's talk about this current Aduma a little bit. The first EP will be released on Saturday, the 8th of September 2018, with the second EP to come out on Thursday, 20th September 2018.
Yep.
In between, Aduma will also officially outdoor the project in a headline concert at Alliance Francaise on Saturday, the 15th of September at 7 p.m.
Yep.
You're active, you're busy.
Very.
So Alliance Francaise, I want an invite.
You already have it.
Please.
Like I'm inviting you personally.
Okay,
And
then
then
that
you'd
means
have
I
the-
have to have a gold card.
Yeah. We'll work on it.
Access
Manager. Gold card.
gold card.
Yeah. Make sure he gets his gold card.
I'll have access
Sure.
to that Alliance Francaise is always a good place to
Yeah.
go and listen to good music, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the release on Saturday, the 8th
Yeah.
of September 2018. And the second EP to come out on Thursday, the 20th September 2018.
Yeah.
Let's talk about those dates. Why did you not do them all together? Why did you put them together? Why have you split them?
I wanted, first and foremost, I wanted people to be able to experience both differently. I felt like if it was going to be all together, then even
Becomes
though
a
that was
mashup.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I wanted
yeah.
people to be able to experience and have time to really like soak this one and then have the other time to also
Okay,
soak that.
okay. So you're basically spreading the love over a few days.
Yes.
From the 18th to the 20th, we're all Adumified, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, what should we expect, Aduma? What is going to happen on the 18th? How will people feel when they actually go to Aftown and say, I want to listen to Aduma? What kind of sensation are you going to
I don't want
cause?
to. I don't want to say too much
Mhm.
because
You don't want to blow your own trumpet?
that too.
Okay.
That too. But I don't want to also say too much because I feel like it would ruin the experience.
Okay.
I just want people to go there and I want the feedback. I want people to just listen and give me feedback. If I
That's-
say too much about it, then you'd know what to expect.
Yeah, that is good though. That
Yeah.
you're asking for feedback
Yeah.
because that's something
Most
I've
people-
struggled with in Ghana.
They don't.
People
really,
don't like feedback.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it helps you. I mean, not.
I know.
not
Everybody
all of
wants.
them.
Listen. Feedback is something that you get and you learn from and
Exactly.
you improve.
Exactly.
Especially if it's constructive, right?
Exactly.
And it's not coming from any emotional
Emotional, exactly.
standpoint.
Yeah.
And so we like feedback.
We
I'm
do.
glad you do.
We do. We do.
Fantastic. Prepare for an prepare for an unforgettable experience and travel into the mind of Aduma as she plays out the story between her two music personalities in a music project that will be one of its kind, and a series of what promises to be mind-blowing performances that will live long in the memory of years to come. Adoma season is here. Hey, the person who wrote this, no, they know English, man. Share, Charlie. Me say, that's how they read them, how they feel them. You know what I'm saying?
My goodness.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go into the mind of Adoma, because that's what this is about, right?
Yes.
It's about the mind of Adoma.
True.
You're creating in places like the Trotro where you have ideas. So tell me the creative process, how it comes to you, what happens, how does it come from a perception or a nudge or a hint or a feeling? How does that develop from that into music that we listen to our airwaves? What's the journey for you?
Everything you said.
Oh,
Like you literally just said it for me.
How?
Everything you
How?
said. A nudge, a feeling, an experience, all of that.
okay,
All
okay.
of that. Like,
So
and-
it actually, it just something just happens. right?
Sometimes it's like from actual personal experiences that I write from. Sometimes it could be someone else's story. Sometimes it could be just my mind getting very creative
Okay.
with stuff. Different things. It could be me being a trotro, me talking to you,
Okay,
me
okay.
on the phone,
Yep,
something.
yep, yep. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Everyday life experiences.
So
yeah.
I like the beach. I
Yeah.
like water. So if I want to think, I want to write a poem or something, I just
Go there.
beach.
Yeah.
Do you have a place where you like to pull away to refresh, to reboot when it gets too crazy?
My room.
Your room.
I call it the cave.
Okay.
I call it the cave because when I'm there, I'm there. Like, that's my space, my personal space. It's like
And magic happens there.
magic happens. Everything goes down there.
Okay.
All the conversations with alter egos and everything,
Oh, wow. How many egos are we fighting with?
Do I have to say?
Well, even Beyonce has Sasha
Sasha Fierce.
Fierce.
I
So
don't think
you know
I don't think I have a name for them yet.
you don't name them.
Yeah.
Don't take it too seriously, because
Yeah, of
one day
course, of
you'll
course.
be caught in public speaking to them.
I try not to do that. I try not to do
Listen,
that.
we all have
Yeah.
when we're
Yeah.
younger, they used to say angel and the devil, and they all
I
talk to
know.
you. You know, it's something I saw in a cartoon sometime in the past. I found mastered. Right, is mastered as part of the new? No, it's not mastered. Yes, is mastered part of the new Adoma B?
Mastered.
Yes, I've got a. Okay, I think it's the wrong one here. I do apologize.
Okay.
Be Your Own Beautiful.
Yes,
That's the one.
yes, that's
Okay, so Be Your Own Beautiful is a powerful thing, powerful statement, right?
Yep.
So before we listen to that song, let's talk about translating something that is so simple. Being your own beautiful. It sounds easy. It sounds simple. You respect everybody to be comfortable with themselves
Yeah.
and appreciate who they are, and as such, be comfortable in their own skin, right?
Yes. You'll expect.
You'll expect.
Yeah.
You'll expect everybody to know that they are born beautiful,
Yes.
whatever shape or size.
Yes.
Whatever human beings will dictate as what is supposed to be beautiful or not. Easier said than done.
Yep.
But
Very.
you are saying be your own beautiful.
Yes.
You're telling people to be their own beautiful.
Yeah.
Tell me why you think it will resonate, number one. And number two, are you your own beautiful?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. But it
Okay.
took a while.
Mhm.
Honestly, it took a while
Mhm.
to get to that point. Because I grew up feeling, I was the very dark skinned girl who had a big nose, was sometimes too skinny, sometimes too chubby. People, like, it was just a struggle in my body, basically, to accept myself. And people used to taunt and tease as well. So it made me, I used to have a very, very low.
Where did you grow
self-esteem.
up?
I grew up in Nigeria.
I see.
Schooled in Nigeria.
I
yes.
see.
And then
Okay.
I went back and forth from Nigeria to Ghana, and then I moved to Ghana permanently.
Permanently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but then the song is predominantly about natural hair and just the whole accepting. I have nothing against people who perm their hair or anything, but for me, I'm a natural hair again. And it took some sort of self-realization to get to the point that I didn't want to perm my hair again. This is the natural state of my hair as it
Okay.
goes from my scalp, and I had to learn to love it, even though I'm a 4C. And for those who know what 4C hair is like, goodness me, it's a headache, a huge headache.
4C
I
hair.
love you hair. I love you. And I want people to it's not just about hair generally. The song is about hair, but generally in life, accept who you are and embrace it. I know it's hard, but then that's why we make music. We make music for the hard days. So when you're feeling like you can't do it, you can listen to this and maybe to inspire you to be your own
Okay.
beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's about accepting who you are.
Yes.
And in this case, we are paying reference to your hair
Yes.
and the fact that you like to wear your hair natural, irrespective of the fact that you are 4C.
Yes.
So how do I know what my hair is? 8B?
No.
Do you just pick some numbers, or these
No, I
are real
think
numbers?
Yeah, these are real numbers. I think I had mine checked actually, but there's
Okay,
a way,
so it's your texture of your
the
hair.
texture of your hair.
Ah,
First
so-
is like the really, really African nappy coarse. The
Zin, zin.
type that breaks combs. Like my hair literally, you put a comb in and then you pull it and then bah, it's
And it
gone.
just breaks. I
It's
see.
gone. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Bungbishi. Adeline.
Oh my god, yeah.
Proper bungbishi.
Yeah, that type. The one that you can use to scrub the the pots.
A true one,
Yeah, Charlie.
Okay.
Goodness me.
So let's listen to Be Your Own Beautiful, and we'll listen to a few other tracks as well, and then when we come back we'll have a final conversation about where we see the Aduma brand in the future.
When I wake up in the morning and my hair is all a mess, I don't fret, I don't worry. Pull up a button, then I'm gone. In a taxi off to Osu, my messy fro begins to shrink. But I don't fret, I don't worry. My quiety crown's getting some love. I love my braids and bantu knots, my twist and sister locks. I want my kiki braids crochet, my pearls and Marley locks display. Me pen sao, Miss Malene Keno. Brand new hair, brand new me. Me pen sao, Miss Malene Keno. Brand new hair, brand new me. Me pen sao, Miss Malene Keno. Brand new hair, brand new me. Brand new hair, me pen sao, Miss Malene Keno. Brand new hair, brand new me. Now if you are feeling super quirky, and when you miss your local roots, pull out those clips and comb the afro. Then maybe stretch it with some thread. And if you're feeling super sassy, and when your mane has got that glow, shake out those tresses, lift those edges. There's nothing sassier than your fro. But I love my braids and bantu knots, my twist and sister locks. I want my kinky braids crochet, my curls and Marley locks display. Me penny sao, Miss Malene Keno. Brand new hair, brand new me. Me penny sao, Miss Malene Keno. Brand new hair, brand new me. Brand new hair, brand new me. Yeah. Oh, oh.
Whether you're scarfed or you're bald. Oh, rocking that cut or that bun. Oh, whether in dreads or your dye, be your own beautiful. Be your own beautiful. Me penisao, me smiling again. Brand new hair, brand new me. Me penisao, me smiling again. Brand new hair, brand new me. Brand new hair, brand new me.
Music clear.
Brand new hair, brand new me. Brand new hair, brand new me. That is all. You can be your own beautiful. Never.
Hey, what is then never?
Having fun in the studio. When I say I'm having fun, the producers end up putting it in the song. So.
It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. Be your own beautiful. That's a beautiful song. And we have one more still to listen to, which is Identity.
Yeah.
That's coming soon.
Yeah.
This has been an amazing.
Yeah, it has.
You know, I'm so happy you came, and you know, the music is refreshing. It's different, and it's certainly refreshing. And I think you're going to do extremely well. Amen. Yes. So, just keep supporting Ghana Jollof.
And I'll do very
well. Do extremely well.
No problem there.
So, who have been influential in putting this together? Are there any producers or maybe inspirational mentors that you feel have contributed to bringing you where you are with this particular project?
This particular project, there's been a lot of people. I started working for this project with Aftown. Aftown actually signed me on this project, so they're going to help with everything basically, which is it's so huge, because as artists, making the music and pushing the music can get very crazy. So huge thank you to them. Thank you to BBNZ. They've been mad support from day one, from conceptualizing to just making things happen. To my team, VI Music, to Evans. Evans is like a ride or die. Like we go way back. Like,
hey,
and he's my best friend as well. So shout
Evans.
out to shout out to Kav. Yeah, like. And then to Reynolds. Reynolds is like my in-house producer. Been working since the very first mashup up to now. And he produces, I think, half of the entire project.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's 7 on each side.
Gotcha.
So he produced that. And I also got the opportunity to work with a producer that I really admire so much from a distance. And now God brought him into my space.
Wow.
And now we have a song, which is what you're going to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jules. Like, I'm a huge fan, and I've finally got to work with him, and so that's huge. And there are other producers as well. Biddy, the drum kit, he's also amazing. Yeah, he's also with BBNC, and then Chris D and a couple of others as well. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So before you leave, a lot of people are eager. When do they make a date next with you, and where? And I know we've mentioned it, but let's just remind everyone.
Yeah. So the first place to make a date with me is on the 8th, when you listen to the first. I call them my babies, my twins. When you listen to the first side, which is Adoma 1.
Right.
I'm yet to give them a name. Or I have a name, I'll announce it later.
Okay.
Yes, so when you listen to the first one on the 8th, and then we can now come and vibe. After I listen to them, we can come and vibe at Alliance on the 15th at 7 o'clock. Okay. I'll give you a small teaser of the second one. Then you go home, and then like 5 days later, you listen to
hit them, bum.
That's how you do it.
You hit them bump. Huh? You just
Yes.
give them a low jab and then
Yeah.
an upper jab. Well, it's been a
Oh,
pleasure
yeah.
talking to you today,
Definitely.
Adoma.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, there's actually going to be a documentary on this whole process, and also a place, a time where I want to also connect, because the music for me is about connecting.
Okay.
And after connecting with the music, I want to actually meet people and like
Gotcha.
let's have a thing. So there's that, and then after that we can just have a little intimate session, talk, and yeah.
Yeah.
So the dates for that would be released.
So really, your future is bright.
I need sunglasses to
Yes.
stand the brightness, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It
Wear
is,
big
definitely,
ones
yeah.
that cover the whole
The
face.
dark ones, pan dark like your shirt.
Dark ones. Well, listen, I wish you all the best.
Thank
I
you.
know you're going to have a flourishing career.
Thank you very much.
I will be following very closely
Yes.
what happens to your career going forward. And, we at Joy believe very strongly in making sure that we look after all musicians and, most importantly, to make sure that we are part of their growth.
Yeah.
So we're always here, knock on our doors anytime.
Definitely.
And
Yeah, well.
we certainly will oblige. So, today, ladies and gentlemen, we've been listening to Adoma. And, Adoma, any final shout-outs before we
I want
we
to say
listen
a
to it.
huge thank you to everyone who has supported Adoma from the very beginning. Even when at times I felt like I wanted to quit, I didn't quit because of you. So thank you so much. Those who have tuned in, those who are listening, those who are sending me messages. I can see like I have so many messages to go to right now. Every single one of you, to my team, to everybody, like Freddie, an amazing manager, Jay Foley, 2131, to BBNZ, like the list is long. To you for even having me here and just chatting, everyone, like thank you so much. And I can't wait to share what I've been up to, and I hope you like it. And like I said, I want feedback, so yeah.
Well, she is grateful.
I
She's
am
extremely
very
grateful.
Midasi.
And she's she's humble.
Yes.
And she's ready
Yes.
for you to enjoy the hard work and labor that she's put in to these 2 EPs. So
Yes.
make sure you make a date with Adoma. And for now, I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my producer, Beku Sankofi, and Kwame Official, who have been holding the fort for me during the show. I'll be back next week between 10 to 12 on Monday, same for Tuesday, and maybe I may just have a guest for you again on Wednesday. For now, it's bye-bye Adoma, and this one... Bye. And this one is something she's extremely proud of, and it's called
Identity.
Identity.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Ghana girl, Nigerian blood. DJ Jules, African soul. From UK to Yankee, we reppin' the motherland. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shaku shaku, Inkinte and Akbata. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I feel my identity. No one can take it from me. Charlie, with a feel free, you feel free. I yeah, be free. Inje, let your over jacket. Be free. Inje, let your over jacket. Be free. Inje, let your over jacket. Be free. Inje, let your over jacket.
Identity.
Over jacket.
And this one is released tomorrow.
Over jacket.
Uptown.
Jago,
Don't forget, folks. Bring it.
check my hair, Afro song. From Essex to Paris, we repping the motherland. Yeah, 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 yeah. We there on top, they drink, they chop. I miss my bank when it's my identity. No one can take it from me. Charlie, with a feel free, you feel free. I yeah, be free. Inje, let your over jacket. Be free. Inje, let your over jacket. Be free. Inje, let your over jacket. Be free. Inje, let your over jacket.
It's Kofi Lane
Your classic man.
on Joy 99.7.
Jules, baby.
So I got your letter the last time, and things aren't really as they seem. This is my part.
How would you think I'd ever try to leave your side? Now I'm on my phone, I'm calling. I'm hoping that you know I tried to reach through the distance, but it don't say the essence. You've been broken since she left for your best friend. I gave you my best, you know, but all I got was just a piece of you. I'd still be here, even though you'll always be the best I know.